Well, hello. This would be the 2nd of January, I think. A quick overview of what I did today and yesterday. Grimm World is a story being developed by some German guy about the world of the Brothers of Grimm. So it has the classic fairy tales in an RPG fashion. As you can see, it's quite extensive, and I also printed the cards for the game. However, the last PDF had some kind of specific setting to it, so it showed the thumbnails and not the full pictures. So I have to get them printed again, and that will delay the project a little bit. I plan to rewrite or reformat this booklet, which is 37 pages, into an A5 document, so it will be about 88 pages. But for now, for reading in bed, this is perfect to get an idea. Rulebook version 1.1. So it's Japanese bound with a thread and then overlaid to give a nice binding. Next up is an expansion. There are several expansions that he's also working on. This is the tutorial. So I didn't print the expansions yet. So the tutorial is 22 pages. So yeah, quite a lot of reading. You can overlay cards to increase your attributes. Every attribute has its own icon. You have various characters that you can play. You have a bag. There is a coin thing that you can. There is some kind of money system for subquests, and every card is a part of a map. So you can, while playing seven continent style, you can expand the map. The map changes also. You have tactical combat. For example, it's a battlefield of conflict cards. So you place cards as indicated. There is some kind of notation on the top. So it's quite an intricate game, and yeah, I'm very interested in if I can get it to some playable form. Not really sure what happened here. Seems that pages have glued together. Well, it's a prototype anyway. As I said, the reason for making it into A5 is to because it's just a stack of cards, and the best, the cleanest way to play a card game is to put it in A5, and this is just a bit too big for just a card game. Okay, next up is the last two characters, fan-based, for One Deck Dungeon, and these should fit in the box. So here is the the old cards for Fanatic, and it should be a little bit smaller, as you can see. This didn't fit in the box. The box is already quite filled to the brim, but as you can see, this one didn't fit. So out it goes, and this one should fit. And the only thing that you need to take into account is that while you're playing, you put attribute cards under the left part. So the right part could be trimmed. However, when you flip it over, the two-person version also has these things on the side. So I think the most efficient way would be to rotate this in hindsight. But this one fits. And same thing for Mist. Ian's End. It's also just a tiny bit smaller. And let's see what happens if we put it in. Of course, the corner should be rounder cutted. As you can see, it fits nicely. When I open it, it's undamaged. So I'm pretty happy with resizing. So this also can go. Next up is 7 Continent. There is a tuck box for the PNB version. I printed out the PNP version. I'll show it in a moment, and it should also all fit in a box. So it's the inner box and the outer box, and I guess they should be a tiny bit larger. Yeah, this is a bit larger, I think. Let's see. This is 8.8, and this is 8.5. So they should fit in each other. I'll leave them to dry for a while. Adamastor showed the cards. Even though the end length tiles, C tiles, were incorrect, I hope that by folding this, I get a nice tuck box for Adamastor. It would be the most efficient way. And I printed it out on the regular Hagelslag. Yeah, okay. And some other booklets that I found bound today is Escape from Stalingrad Z, and I made a crucial mistake because the game comes with scenarios. And where is the scenarios? Yeah. The problem with the scenarios is that they are designed to have the map on the left and the description, so for example foobar here, on the right. But the thing was that I discovered, as I saw in the PDF, that it had two distinct cover pages. So I removed the cover page, and then everything slid over, which means that now on the right I have the instructions, and on the left I have the setup. Sorry, the setup for the game. So, and you can pretend that this instruction will go with this map, but it doesn't, because there are several keyword letters and they don't match because these letters change. So it's a mistake on my hand, but at the same time I can just read the rule book. Yeah, the maps look nice, so I have to study this first before I can say anything. Then there's this other problem that I have is the seventh continent. I glued on the back of the 120 grams bags 80 grams. So this is 200 grams, and this should be placed on the back. And after that you can cut the cards. However, they don't align. To show this a little bit, is that this page doesn't really have a center, and the page ends here, as you can see, and this left part ends here. So how the hell does somebody design such a PDF? It should be the same size. Then there are these indentations here and here. So how can you determine the halfway? So yeah, need to figure this out. Obviously these are item cards that go into your hand, and then you slide them over so that the half star goes over that star if you have a lantern and a sling, stuff like that. So it doesn't really matter much how they align, but I would prefer to have the logo full center on the back of these item cards. So that's a problem. The same goes with this page. There are several other pages that have a better alignment.